The great thing about poster art is actually seeing what other people take away from it. I don't intend anybody to take anything or have any idea behind what I do. The cool thing about it to me is seeing what they come up with, seeing what they consider this to be, or creating their own emotional bond with this piece. That's what's fun for me, is to see what other people think about it. My name is Mathias Valdez. I'm from Pueblo, Colorado, and I am a Silkscreen printmaker. I've always done art and design, I guess. I don't like to use the word art. I think it sounds pretentious. I don't really like to be called an artist. I mean, I've always, since like any other artist that you will ever talk to has said, I've done artistic things since I was a kid. That's just always been really what I wanted to do. Really, my focus was on music and performance, writing music. That's what I did for a very long time. As far as making a living, I got into screen printmaking. I kind of found this little niche and decided to go for it. I consider what I make to be art. I mean, it's all subjective, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't say I consider it to be art. Other people consider it to be art. I just feel like everything that is amazing has already been done. I don't have strong beliefs or convictions behind the things I create. I don't set out trying to tell a story. I don't set out trying to prove a point or send a message. I just make things that I think are aesthetically pleasing. Since I just make things that look cool, that I would like to have in my house. I'm doing it strictly because I like the way it looks, and a lot of times I'll become attached emotionally to it after I'm done. That's really what gets it for me, is trying all those avenues until I create something that I become incredibly attracted to. I just really love this idea of repurposed art. Now that's really my process, is just taking things I've seen before or that you've seen before and taking them apart and putting them back together in something completely different. And I really like the look of that. I really like the look of that style of design and art, just because it's familiar. You have that familiarity between you and this image that you're trying to make. But the thing that's different is that it's not the same thing. It's not what you started out with. It's totally different. And that's what's interesting to me about it. I just love printmaking. I think, especially screen printmaking it's incredibly fun, as much as it is a huge headache. It's a great thing to do just because it's, in a sense, this is my job, and I look at it that way. Like, this is my place of employment. This is what I do for a living. But I really enjoy what I do for a living, and it's very fun for me to do it. I get to make my own things for a living, and that's pretty gratifying. The thing that I think I love most about screen printmaking is that it's a very imperfect process. It's handmade. This is something that's tangible. And it's cool to see those little flaws. And I think what a lot of collectors and people that collect this kind of work, they embrace those little flaws. And I actually get really upset when that happens to my work, because I want it to be as perfect as possible. But at the same time, like on the other side of the coin, I think it's great that those things exist, because they show you that this is made by somebody. This isn't computer generated. This isn't printed with a button and a printer that rolls out this piece of paper full of colors. You have to do this as a very meticulous process by hand. Everything has to be in order and done exactly right, or it doesn't work the way you intend it to work. And I think that those little flaws are really important, because it shows you that this was made by a human being. This wasn't made by a machine. This wasn't made by a computer. Like, this is tangible.
This episode of Beyond the Gallery is made possible by Colorado Creative Industries, the Betcher Foundation, and the National Endowment for the Arts.